GK Jain Schools, a great way to start your child's early education. Dear students, subscribe our school YouTube channel. You can press the subscribe button immediately so that you will be getting the updates as soon as the videos were uploaded. Thank you. Good evening children, this is Padma from GK Jain Schools. Let us continue with complex numbers from 12th mathematics. In today's class we are going to see about finding the nth roots of complex numbers, finding nth roots of unity, its properties and sums related with that. Let's move on to the topic now. So let us see how to find the nth roots of a complex number. So by using De Moivre's theorem, we all know that De Moivre's theorem is nothing but bringing the power to the argument, right? So now we are going to name the root of the complex number as omega. So let omega is equal to rho into cos phi plus I sin phi, and z as usual r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So when I am going to find the root of the complex number, suppose if it is omega power n, if omega power n is equal to z, omega is equal to z power 1 by n. So that is what given in the last table. See, can you all see that? It is z power 1 by n is equal to r power 1 by n into cos of theta plus 2k pi n by n plus I sin into theta plus 2k pi by n, and k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. up to n minus 1. So from where this 1 by n has come is nothing but the power of the omega. So when it is going to the power, using De Moivre's theorem we can bring it to the argument. Okay, now we are having this remark, general form of a De Moivre's theorem. If suppose x is a rational, cos x theta plus I sin x theta is one of the values of cos theta plus I sin theta, and polar form is x square plus y square is equal to 1. Now we have the nth roots of a unity. The solutions of the equation z power n is equal to 1. So this is also very important. You can see omega power n is equal to e power 2 pi I by n the whole power n. So n and n gets cancelled, which is equal to e power 2 pi I, which is equal to 1. So that is the nth roots of unity. Now we have certain properties. The sum of all the nth roots of unity is 1 plus omega square etc. up to omega power n minus 1 equal to 0. The product of all the nth roots of unity is 1 omega square etc. up to omega power n minus k is 1 is equal to minus 1 the whole power n minus 1. So these properties you have to go through, which might be asked in 1 marks. Okay, so these properties are also very important. Now we have certain note. All the nth roots of all the n roots of nth roots unity are in geometrical progression. This we saw earlier also. Sum of the nth roots of n roots of nth roots of unity is always equal to 0. This is what we saw in the previous slide. Product of the n roots of nth roots of unity is also equal to minus 1 the whole power n minus 1. And also the fourth point, all the n roots of nth roots of unity lie on the circumference of a circle. Okay, so all these points are important. Let us start from the example sum. Example 2.32, find the cube roots of unity. So we were asked to find the cube roots. So we'll assume that z cube is equal to 1 since it is the cube roots of unity. So if z cube is equal to 1, we also know that if z is equal to 1, in polar form it can be represented as z is equal to cos of 0 plus 2k pi plus I sin 0 plus 2k pi, which is nothing but e power I 2k pi, where k takes the value 0, 1, 2 etc. Now consider this assumption, no, z cube is equal to 1. If I am going to take the power to the other side, this will become z is equal to 1 power 1 by 3. Now I am going to apply this to my expression. So z becomes cos 2k pi plus I sin 2k pi, because 0 plus 2k pi is nothing but 2k pi, the whole power 1 by 3. Now using De Moivre's theorem, I can bring this 1 by 3 to the denominator. I can bring it to the argument. So this becomes z is equal to cos 2k pi by 3 plus I sin 2k pi by 3, and k takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. So first I am going to substitute k value as 0 children. First I am going to substitute k value as 0. So k is equal to 0. My expression becomes, this also becomes 0, this also becomes 0. So z is equal to cos 0 plus I sin 0. And what is sin 0? Sin 0 is 0, but cos 0 is 1. So we are getting it to be, since sin 0 becomes 0, 0 into I will also become 0. So cos 0 is 1, so the answer is 1. Now we'll go ahead with k equal to 1. So I'll substitute wherever k is there, I'll substitute as 1. So this becomes 2 pi by 3, and this also becomes 2 pi by 3. See, can you all see here? So now, shall I write this 2 pi by 3 as pi minus pi by 3? Take LCM now. 3 pi minus pi is 2 pi by 3. So I can write this as cos of pi minus minus pi by 3 plus I sin pi minus pi by 3. Now what is cos of pi minus theta, children? Cos of pi minus theta is nothing but minus cos theta. So minus cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. What is pi by 3, children? It is 180 by 3. What is 180 by 3? 60 degree. So cos 60 is 1 by 2 and sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So we got the answer. Now I will go ahead with substituting k as 2. When I am substituting k as 2, z is equal to what becomes what this value will become 2k pi. So 2 into 2 is 4 pi by 3 plus I sin 4 pi by 3. Again I shall write this as pi plus pi by 3. Take LCM, no? 3 pi plus pi is 4 pi. So 4 pi by 3. Now what is cos of pi plus theta, children? Cos of pi plus theta is minus cos theta. So minus cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3, which is equal to minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. Therefore the cube roots of unity are 1 comma minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 comma minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2, which is nothing but 1 omega and omega square, which means omega is taking the value minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. Okay, now we'll move on to the next example sum. Example 2.33. Find the fourth roots of unity. So similarly, how we found the cube roots of unity, now it is fourth roots of unity. So z power 4 is equal to 1. We know that the polar form of z is equal to 1 can be represented as z is equal to cos 0 plus 2k pi plus I sin 0 plus 2k pi, which is nothing but z e power I 2k pi, where k takes the value 0, 1, 2, etc. Now what will happen, children? Z power 4 is equal to 1 means if I am going to take the power the other side, it will become z is equal to 1 power 1 by 4. So which is nothing but z is equal to cos 2k pi plus I sin 2k pi the whole power 1 by 4. Now by using the De Moivre's theorem, I can bring this 1 by 4 to the argument. So this will be z is equal to cos 2k pi by 4 plus I sin 2k pi by 4, which is equal to e power I 2k pi by 4, where k takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3. Now first I will substitute k equal to 0. So this becomes cos 0, I sin 0. Again sin 0 is 0. So 0 into I will become 0. So cos 0 is 1. So we will get the answer to be 1. Now I will substitute k equal to 1. So this becomes 2 pi by 4. 2 and 4 gets cancelled. So it is nothing but cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Now what is I sin? Sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 90 degrees. Sin 90 is 1. So we will get it to be 1 into I is I. And cos 90 is 0. So we will get it to 0 plus I is I. Now we will substitute for k equal to 2. When I am substituting k as 2, this will become 2 into 2, 4. 4 and 4 will get cancelled. So I will get cos pi plus I sin pi. And we know that cos pi is minus 1 and sin pi becomes 0. So next, when we are going to take the value of k as 3, this becomes cos. What will happen when I am going to take this as 3? 2 and 4 will get cancelled. So it is 3 pi by 2. So we are getting it to be z is equal to cos 3 pi by 2 plus I sin 3 pi by 2. And I can write this 3 pi by 2 as pi plus pi by 2. Take the LCM, no? It is 2 pi plus pi. That is 3 pi by 2. Now what is cos of pi plus theta, children? Minus cos theta. So minus cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2. Again cos 90 is 0. So sin 90 alone will get it to be 1. So minus I is the answer. Therefore now we are concluding that the fourth roots of unity are 1 I minus 1 and minus I. So we are getting it to be 1 omega, omega square and omega cube, where omega is equal to e power I 2 pi by 4, which is equal to I. Okay, so this is the fourth. So all these are 5 marks sums, children. Now we'll move on to the next example 2.34. Solve the equation z cube plus 8i is equal to 0, where z belongs to the complex numbers. So we are writing it z cube plus 8i is equal to 0. Z cube is equal to plus 8i. When it goes to the other side, it is minus 8i. Take the 8 outside, it is minus I. Can you represent the minus I in terms of complex number? Yes, we can represent. How we are representing? Cos minus pi by 2 plus 2k pi plus I sin minus pi by 2 plus 2k pi. Okay, so can you just will move on to the previous sum, no? Can you all see here? Cos minus cos pi by 2, however it is going to become 0, whereas this one sin pi by 2 sin 90 degree is 1. So 1 into minus I becomes minus I. That's why we are also here writing this minus I like this. Okay, then I am having the cube here. If I am going to take the cube root to the other side, this becomes the whole power 1 by 3. See, can you all see here? So using De Moivre's theorem, what I will do, I will bring the 1 by 3 to the denominator, I mean to the argument. So this becomes z is equal to cube root of 8 is 2. 2 into cos minus pi plus 4k. Take the LCM, no? 2 into 2 is 4k.
4k pi, and if I am going to bring this 1 by 3 to the argument, 3 into 2 becomes 6. So we are getting the expression to be z is equal to 2 into cos of minus pi plus 4k pi by 6 plus I sin minus pi plus 4k pi by 6. Okay, now k takes the value 0, 1, 2. Now first I will substitute k to be 0. When I am substituting k as 0, this becomes 2 into cos minus pi by 6 plus I sin minus pi by 6. Now what is cos of minus theta? It is cos theta. And what is sin of minus theta? It is minus sin theta. So we are getting it to be z is equal to 2 cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6. And what is pi by 6, children? It is 180 by 6, that is 30 degree. So we are getting it to be z is equal to 2 into root 3 by 2 minus I into 1 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so z is equal to root 3 minus I. Next I am going to substitute k as 1. When I am substituting k as 1, I am getting it to be minus pi plus 4 pi by 6. That is nothing but 3 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6. Now when I cancel, it is pi by 2, pi by 2. And cos 90 is 0, sin 90 is 1, so I am getting it to be I, so the answer is 2i. Then I am going to substitute k as 2. When I am substituting k as 2, I am getting 7 pi. I am writing 7 pi as pi plus pi by 6. Now what is cos pi plus theta? It is minus cos theta. So minus cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6, which is I am getting it as z is equal to minus root 3 minus I. So the values of z are root 3 minus I, 2i and minus root 3 minus I. Now we will see the last example sum. Example 2.35, find all cube roots of root 3 plus I. So this is also very important, children. Whenever you are having like this, we are going to assume the cube roots means z cube. Z cube is equal to root 3 plus I. Now I will convert the root 3 plus I as r into cos theta plus I sin theta. I am finding the value of r, that is root of the coefficients. So I am getting it to be 3 square, 1 square, that is 4. If I take the root, that is 2. So I am finding the alpha value, that is pi by 6, because theta is lying on the first quadrant. So z cube is equal to root 3 plus I, which is nothing but 2 into cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. Now I can write this as z is equal to, I will take this cube root to the other side, that is cube root of root 2 cos pi by 6 plus 2k pi, adding 2k pi to the argument plus I sin pi by 6 plus 2k pi the whole power 1 by 3. Now using De Moivre's theorem, I can bring this 1 by 3 over here. Now if I take LCM, no, 6 into 2, this becomes 12. Here also 12. And down I will be having 6 in the denominator. When this 3 comes there, 6 3s are 18. So I am having the expression as cube root of 2 cos pi plus 12k pi by 18 plus I sin pi plus 12k pi by 18. Now when k takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., what happens when k takes the value 0? This whole expression will become 0, that is cos pi by 18 plus I sin pi by 18. Now when it's k is taking value 1, this becomes 12 pi. So 12 pi plus pi is 13 pi by 18, 13 pi by 18. Similarly, when k takes the value 2, this becomes 24 pi. 24 pi plus pi is 25 by pi. So we are getting it to be z is equal to 2 power 1 by 3 cos 25 pi by 18 plus I sin 25 by 18. So this is how we have to do. This is also very important 5 marks sum. So children, in today's class we saw about nth roots of unity, nth roots of complex numbers, its properties and example sums involving these concepts. In the next class we will be moving on to the exercise. Thank you children.